Is it time for Ghana to rethink its diaspora engagement, the diaspora program? Um, so Ghana, Ghana is actually the first country in Africa to gain independence in 1957. I was born in Ghana. I did all my elementary or basic school and high school education in Ghana in the 90s. I went to a school called Achipota School. I can look it up, see what it looks like today. There's a reason I bring this up. I will explain that um, deeper into the video. But this is Achipota School, administrative building, Agri House. That's where I was. It's a boarding school. And arts department. Um, it's a big school. It's a big school. These are some of the people that went there, including Robert Mugabe, Jerry John Rawlings. I don't know who this lady is, but this guy here to your far left is a brother by the name John Dumelo. Okay. Uh, I graduated with John. We're the same year group. We graduated in 2002. We're the same year group. He's now the Minister of Agriculture. Okay. It's produced some good alumni, and they go back and they help. They do uh, good things for the school, by the way. And we'll come back to this. Like, there's more schools like Achimota School, like Adisadel College, Infante Pim, Infante Man, the girls' school, Ebri Girls, uh, and many people. And I can see some of my former schoolmates making some comments here on the video. But I'll bring this back when we get to the Tariq Nasheed video. That is just one school out of many, right? And also, this is a public school. So Ghana has free education. If you get admitted based on merit, there is no tuition. You don't have to pay any tuition from K through 12. And the current government has made first year university free. So if you go to university right now in Ghana, the first year is paid for by the Ghanaian government. Let's be honest that Ghana has bent over backwards to welcome the diaspora. We've opened our arms, especially during the year of return. We said, come home. We gave love, recognition, in some cases, even opportunities that even our local people don't have access to. But what we've gotten in return is a lot of disrespect, too often lies, too often people who came to reconnect with their roots end up trying to dominate, divide, and demean Ghanaians, you know. And I'm talking specifically about how some of these guys have gone to Ghana and are not reporting the facts on the ground, but they're actually trying to help the other narrative of the diaspora wars in the US by making falsehoods, false videos about Ghana. They record videos, they get on podcasts, they get on Tariq Nasheed's show, and they're not doing it to uplift people. They're just doing it to humiliate Ghanaians that have welcomed them. Okay, so this is one of the things that I want this to. Oh, the female is Dr. Joyce. I no, I didn't know that. Wow. So one of the reasons I wanted to play the Kingana version is also that Oshe also used Uganda as an example. But here's the thing. This woman is going to say a lot of things that for us that know Africa, we're going to understand that there's an agenda behind this. Um, It says, well, first of all, the title is typical O'Shea title, so you know that's from hate, like exposes quote unquote the truth. I mean, there is not Africans are not hiding anything, okay? Which is, I think, when the Ghanaian government under Nana Akufo-Addo was making this outreach, he didn't have in mind that he was inviting evil people in the name of diaspora engagement. If he knew, if he consulted with some of us that live in the US, I think the outcomes would have been different. He thought he was doing God's work by extending arms to descendants of slaves in the Americas, but what he's ended up doing is he's made a fool of Ghana. He's no longer president. And now we have to deal with the effects of this. Now imagine if they didn't do the whole right of abode, permanent residency, which I'll touch on here in a bit. If they didn't give the pathway to citizenship very easy for Black Americans, none of this would happen. People would just visit and go about their business. Because if you've noticed, all these videos that they make is about Ghana, the one country that has given them the easiest access to citizenship on the African continent. This is how they've paid back Ghana. And I want Ghanaians to listen to this. Because if the government is not going to act, we might have to act individually or as a collective, as a people. We have to find a way to make Ghana so uncomfortable for them that they don't ever show up there. And that is something we can do individually. We can make Ghana so uncomfortable for them not to even want to come there. Also, the positives that I get from this video is that even though they are lies, it'll also help meet my objectives, which is I don't want them there. I don't want them there. So even if they are lying, and it's sad that we have to try to defend ourselves, but it's gonna make other Black guys now want to go, and that is good for us. If you have my ideology, that's a good thing because we don't want them there anyway. So maybe they should continue to do this, but we can also pinpoint some of the things that are flat out disrespectful, not truth. They're just saying it to feel good about themselves like they always do. But yeah, let's listen.
So I am an FBA, and I
Yes.
am over.
That's the first step. When you identify as FBA, you should have no business on the African continent. I don't know any Pan African that identifies themselves as FBA. You should be on a Pan African ideology to even consider Africa as a destination. It's so far away, man. You could just go to the Caribbean, you can go to somewhere else. Like, you don't have to come to Africa. It's so far away, it's very expensive to travel there. Why are you there? Like, when you're identifying as FBA, when you've delineated, why are you on a continent where that you've delineated from? These guys don't do anything that makes sense to me. And I used to think this was maybe an intellectual argument. It's gone beyond being an intellectual. This, like, my son can figure this out, bro.